Hello everybody, welcome back to another video where today we are going to be showing you 10 traps, 5 traps that will trap your friends. I don't know. So, essentially, these traps, well, yes, I can't freaking script, oh my god. So, these traps are going to get from most innocent to least innocent. So, stick around to see the least innocent one. Yeah. I really need to learn when to stop a script. Alright guys, so first we have the most innocent trap of them all. Just as a little jump scare. A lot of people actually don't know this. Ugh, voice crap. A lot of people don't know this, but if you put a mob head on top of a note block, it will make the sound of the mob. And unfortunately, my dang capture card is dumb, and I can't really get sound to the game. Basically, as soon as you walk in, you step on this tripwire hook, and it will activate the redstone, essentially making this go off. And I could probably edit in a sound of what that sound will make. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna show you guys, like, mid-making it. Just basically, how this is gonna work is you have to have a trapped chest with some redstone under it on top of a piston. Now, essentially, what this is gonna do is as soon as that piston pushes, it's gonna break that sign, right? But this sign is placed on that sign. So are these, and every sign is based on that one sign that's in front of the piston. So as soon as you open this chest, the redstone will activate the piston, thus pushing this sign and breaking every single one. Now, the reason I'm putting this lower on the non-innocent scale is because, well, you can do anything with them. When they fall into that hole, you could have that lava, you could have it water, I mean, you could have it just a 50-block drop that kills them and drops all their stuff in a hopper. So, it really just depends on the creator of the trap. So, of course, how this would work is you walk up, and then you click this, chest, and then as soon as you let go, it drops you in here. They could just come out here, but as I said, you can do whatever you want with this hold. You can make it deeper if you need to, and all that. Okay guys, so this next trap is actually going to kill the victim for once. So, we've all heard of the trap, if you looked into Minecraft traps at all, where you break the bottom log on a tree, and the tree blows up. But, this one makes sure they can't run, because as soon as they run backwards, there's still more TNT. This can be extended as far as you want, or in any direction. Now, a better way you could do this, which I didn't do it because I feel like it's too expensive. It's actually not very expensive at all, but yeah. So basically, another way you could do this, because the way this is going to blow up, is it's going to blow this one up first, and then it's going to go off this direction. But if you wanted them to all ignite at the same time, you could use redstone in the middle. Yeah, so let's go ahead and test it out. Bonk. Oh no. Scary, I guess. Ah. Boom. Ah. So, essentially, you can also choose how mean this is, because you could build it next to their base, but you also could build it far away. So you can still choose how mean it's going to be, depending on where you put it. Alright, so this is another well-known one. The elevator trap. So water elevators are pretty popular, and overall pretty normal. If you don't know how to build one, there's tutorials all over YouTube. I'm not going to make one because it'll probably get like 2 views. But, essentially, on this water elevator, it's a little bit of a trap. So, when you go down the elevator, as you can see, it takes you down just fine. Now, when you go up, you can see there's lava up there, but you don't have to have glass on the front. And, it goes up, and then launches you straight into lava, and it blocks it with this sign. And if they try to break out, well, they're gonna have a pretty slow time trying to break out, and try to figure out what the heck is going on. Alright, so the next one is the Cocoa Bean Farm Trap. So, essentially, you're just gonna build, and this doesn't have to be a Cocoa Bean farm, it can be any farm, and it doesn't even have to be this expensive. This was just a design I used on a different server. So, essentially, to trick them, what you're gonna do is you're going to set up quote-unquote wiring, which, doesn't happen to be wiring at all. There's actually no wiring to any redstone in here. The buttons just lead to TNT that blow everything up. So when some of your friends come by to grab some cocoa beans, or whatever they're farming for, press the button, and they realize nothing's happening. They might get a little suspicious here, but overall, it's just gonna explode. Okay, so this trap is probably the most devious of them all, because not only does it kill the player and blow their stuff up, it also breaks their house. Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to go into their house, and you're going to replace some of the tiles in the roof with birch, or whatever other wood type, which is already aggravating enough. But when they're going through and fixing this, and they break one of these, well, let's see what happens. Creeper. Yeah. Of course, this, is also possible. You could put multiple creepers. You can also make sure, like, maybe you can use redstone to make sure it blocks them in. But it's definitely the hardest to set up overall. And if your friend isn't going to be on for a while, this is a great trap to use on them. If someone's not going to be a good sport about a trap, don't do it. Like, make sure you put a trap on the right person. Because... cough. Okay. Yeah. Basically, if you were to trap the wrong person, they'd get really mad, and, you know, you just don't want to deal with that. If, you know, you just want to put, like, a wholesome, small little scare in there that's completely okay with them, then I would do it. If they're a good sport about traps, you could do something like this. This might still be a little bit over the top, but, you know. Alright, guys, so that's gonna be it for now.